York City schools will be open today, but in the suburbs, dozens have announced closures or delayed openings.
All right, it's not just the snow. The bitter cold is a concern for millions as well. ABC's Taman Bradley continues our coverage. Good morning, Taman.
Marcy and John, good morning. The polar freeze is back, bringing parts of the country to a standstill, and meteorologists say this is just the beginning.
Across the Midwest and Northeast, an army of snowplows and shovelers digging out from another winter blast. Over 80 million people buried in snow. In some places, it's over a foot high. Clearing all that snow is backbreaking.
I've been doing it all day today.
All day.
Yeah.
Heavy?
Yeah, heavy.
I had an idea it was coming, but I didn't really think that it was going to be this much. And just looking out the window, it was just a complete whiteout.
And a wipeout on streets. Frightening spinouts. In Indianapolis, the storm folded a FedEx truck in 3 and closed stretches of I-65 for hours. The Great Lakes, more frozen this winter than they've been in decades. This endless pool of ice is Lake Michigan, captured by a drone camera. At airports, frustrated travelers. Almost 3,000 flights canceled and more than 2,000 delayed. The storm is barreling over the Northeast, and behind it, incredibly cold and intense winds that will last into the weekend. But the severe conditions in New York's Central Park didn't stop these people from having a little fun.
We're actually waiting on some friends to play some touch football game.
And when those friends showed up, it was game on.
New York City remained under a winter storm watch overnight. The concern, dangerous roads and walking conditions. John and Marcy.
All right, thanks, Taman. And now let's get some forecast specifics about all this.
Oh, yeah. For those who want to know all the details about this cold, crazy weather, we're going to go live right now to AccuWeather meteorologist Jim Dickey to get some stats. How you doing, Jim?
Doing good. It's cold out here, certainly, and the good news is we're seeing improvement in many locations, especially along the I-95 corridor. All day Tuesday, there's a heavy band of snow that's set up from D.C. north and eastward, New York City into Boston. Dry air's been drawn in as we're seeing an area of low pressure really strengthen off the coast of Virginia Beach here, moving off to the north and east. But still some heavy snow, all the same, near blizzard conditions in many locations. That includes southern New Jersey, Long Island, up and into Cape Cod. This is where we can still see some additional accumulations, but again, you look at the radar here, really drying out. Just some snow showers left behind now. New York City, Philadelphia is completely dried out. Not before much of the Philly area picked up a foot of snowfall. Now, again, this departs, but really dragging in that Arctic air out of the north and west, as this was such a light, fluffy snow. Blowing and drifting snow continues to be an issue through the day as well. And then those real feel values, those wind chill values, just brutal. We're going to be talking about sub-zero real feels all the way south towards Atlanta as this cold air mass moves its way in, and unfortunately, this is going to have some big-time staying power. It'll stay cold through, in all likelihood, the end of the month.
All right, so who's feeling the worst of this, Jim?
As far as the cold is concerned, right now, this particular cold shot, at least today, that is into New England, where the core of the cold is really set up, but really all the way back on into the Midwest, staying brutal here today.
All right, Jim Dickey, thank you very much.